Hello, I'm Yakumo Yukari. This video will introduce a Japanese pangram, Iroha, a famous pangram that uses all 26 alphabets as the quick brown fox jumps over the lazy dog, right? There are pangrams in various languages, and Japanese languages also have it. That is Iroha. Is this also an everyday sentence like the quick brown fox? This means,
Irohaにほへとちりぬるを若よたれそつねならぬういの奥山けふこえて朝き夢見し酔いもせず
This is a pangram, using all 47 phonetic symbols, hiragana. This poem has 5 noteworthy features. First, this is a perfect pangram. The quick brown fox mentioned earlier uses characters such as oni multiple times. On the other hand, Iroha make up a pangram, using all 47 characters only once. The second feature is the artistry of poetry. This is not just an everyday sentence to make a pangram. A flower that blooms only for a short time. Deep mountains. It is a landscape poem with a beautiful dawn scenery. And this poem has an embedded view of Buddhism. That is, everything in this world is impermanent and does not have to be fixated on. The third feature is the 7-5 characters rule. In ancient Japan, poetry composed of 7 or 5 letters has been considered beautiful. There is a poem with 575 characters, haiku, and a poem with 57577 characters, tanka. Iroha song is also a repeat of 7-5 characters. There are many fixed verses such as sonnets in both East and West. However, the fixed verse that is a pangram is rare. The fourth feature is double meaning, that is puns. Earlier, I introduced Iroha in one sentence by force. But in fact, the last line contains several homonyms. Therefore, it can be interpreted as 2 sentences with different meanings. One is, I will dream in the morning, it is no longer night. The other is, I'm not drunk but I will have a shallow dream. If interpreted in the former, it is a landscape poem singing the beauty of dawn. In the latter sense, it is about a view of Buddhism. It is unclear whether Iroha is a landscape poem or Buddhist teaching. That makes the triple meaning that leads to everything is like a fantasy. By the way, the word ui appearing in the third line is a place name that does not exist. In addition, there's a Buddhism term that means all things and phenomena, which is called ui. In other words, the third line can be interpreted as a Buddhist teaching such as there's a state of enlightenment beyond everything. The third line also obscures whether Iroha is a landscape poem or a Buddhist story. Before explaining the fifth and final feature, let me tell you the historical backdrop when this poem was made. It is unknown exactly when Iroha was created. Given the earliest literature in which it appears, it seems to have been made in the 1000s. It is early in the Holy Roman Empire. In China, the Song dynasty ruled. In Japan, it was an era where nobles ruled. With plots and assassinations, nobles were fighting for power in the capital. The author of Iroha is also unknown. However, given the literacy rate at the time, it is guessed that the author is a noble or high priest. Samurai were just bodyguards of nobles or vigilantes in anarchy countryside, where crime frequently occurs. Now, let's talk about the fifth feature of Iroha. Earlier I said that this poem follows the 7-5 letter rule. Let's change this rule to only 7 characters. In other words, let's arrange this poem every 7 characters. Then the last characters of each line make up a meaningful sentence. What does this sentence mean? A poem singing the beauty of nature? An edifying Buddhist teaching? The meaning of this sentence is,